بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين ما بعد. We will begin with the one that we know is the first of the 10, and it is also the one that we have the most details about. So not all 10 signs we have the same amount of details for, but the first of the 10 major signs, and no doubt the most interesting for most Muslims, also the most controversial, is the concept of Dajjal. The concept of Dajjal. And he will be the first of the 10. Why and how do we know this? Because we know that the Maseeh, Jesus, the coming of Isa, will be coinciding with the Mahdi. The Mahdi and Isa will be on earth at the same time. We do know Isa will live for a few years, and there is no mention of the Mahdi. So the assumption is the Mahdi is gone, Isa will live. And what will Isa do? Isa will kill the Dajjal. Therefore, Dajjal, Mahdi, Isa, same time frame. So of the 10 major signs, the first of them without a doubt will be Dajjal. Is that clear? This is how we know the first of the 10. And what did our Prophet ﷺ say? When the first of them come, the other will come. Tilwan akhar, ba'd al-akhar, one after the other, like a domino. Once the first one comes, the other 9 will zoom. So we seek Allah's refuge from even seeing the first one. And the first one is the most terrifying of them, and that is Al-Maseeh Ad-Dajjal. So who is Al-Maseeh Ad-Dajjal? What do we know about Al-Maseeh Ad-Dajjal? First and foremost, what is Maseeh and what is Dajjal? The word Masaha, Maseeh, is used for only 2 people in Islamic literature. Number 1, the Maseeh Isa ibn Maryam, and number 2, the Maseeh Ad-Dajjal. And in Abrahamic religions, folklore of the Judeo-Christian tradition, the both of them, they are called the promised Messiah and the false Messiah. So in the Christian literature, you have the true Messiah, and that's Isa ibn Maryam, and you have the false Messiah, or the Antichrist, he's also called. So you have the Christ and the Antichrist. So the concept of there being 2 paired individuals, Jesus, anti-Jesus, Maseeh ad-Dajjal and Maseeh Isa ibn Maryam, this is found in Christian literature and it is found in Islamic literature as well. So the both religious traditions agree on this. As for the Jewish traditions, there is not that much about the Antichrist. In fact, he doesn't seem to play any role. There doesn't seem to be the figure of the Antichrist. There is only the figure of the Messiah, Christ. And this is going to come very important in a while. What does Maseeh mean? Maseeh means to anoint. What does it mean to anoint? In the good old days, when the king became the king, he would be anointed. They would put some holy oil, special oil, and they would put it on his forehead, for example. When the prophet became a prophet, in the time of the Bani Israel, he would be taken to the river Jordan, or one of the holy rivers, and he would be anointed with the water. And the concept of baptism comes from this, that he's going to be anointed with the water. That is the anointment, to rub. And that's in Arabic Masaha, which is Maseeh, the one who is rubbed. The Masaha is to rub, Maseeh, the one who is rubbed. Maseeh, the object that is rubbed. So Maseeh Isa is called Maseeh because John the Baptist, Yahya, was the final person to give any person this anointment. After Jesus, no one has been anointed by Allah, by the command of Allah, by the barakah of Allah. So Isa is the final one anointed. So he is called Al-Maseeh Isa ibn Maryam. So he is the Maseeh that is Isa. As for the Dajjal, we do not know who will anoint him. Definitely not righteous people. But most likely his followers will anoint him. His followers will appoint him, and he will be the false appointed one. It is said, and there is no explicit evidence about this, that perhaps the Yahud who follow him will anoint him, thinking he is the real Maseeh. So they will do the ritual of Jesus, but to Dajjal. The ritual that was done to Isa will be given to the wrong one, and the people will assume him to be Isa, but he is not Isa, he is Dajjal. So he is going to be the false Maseeh, the Antichrist, and that is the Maseeh ad-Dajjal. So his title is Maseeh, and his noun, not his name, his laqab is ad-Dajjal. And Dajjal, what does it mean? Dajjal comes from Dajjal, and Dajjala in Arabic means to mix up. It also means to deceive, but not a regular deceit. The worst type of deceit is called Dajjal. There is no English translation for it, right? Deceive, you can deceive your child, you can deceive your spouse, you can deceive. But Dajjal is to mix the worst evil with the most righteous truth. And why is Dajjal called Dajjal? Because he shall mix the worst evil, and he will put it in with the truth. He will say that he is Al-Maseeh Isa ibn Maryam, and this is Dajjal. Because Isa is a righteous man, and the Dajjal is an evil man. So he will take an evil, which is that he is a liar, and he will say he is the best of the best, and he is Isa ibn Maryam. Even worse than this, he will say, وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ, that he is Allah himself. And what greater Dajjal, what greater deceit, what greater evil is there than to say that he is Allah. And he will claim that he is being inspired by Allah. So he will claim all of these claims. And so that is why he is called Dajjal, that he is deceiving the people. He is substituting the truth with the falsehood, because no one will mix truth with falsehood in a more brazen manner, in a more blatant manner than Al-Masih ad-Dajjal.